YouTube, what is up? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's DTV, and I'm back with another banger. And today, we got another Your Mom's House video to check out, man. And this right here is Gabriel Iglesias talks about Stalker for the first time. But before we go any further, I need you to do me a solid. If you could drop a like and a comment on this video for the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it. Matter of fact, if you haven't done it yet or you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button because we posting bangers on a daily basis. But y'all ready for this one? Let's run it, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.
This is big time.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand.
I want to share this story, and
yes.
I've never put this story out there, but it's for me, it's probably one of the most like. I had a gentleman who
it's a
came out to one
dude?
of my shows, one of the clubs, and he got in line for the meet and greet, and gets to me and he tells me this story about how he's going through some stuff medically, and he just needed to get out and get away, and I made him feel better and feel good. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you came out to the show, glad you had some good laughs, and I hope everything turns out okay. Thank you so much. And he leaves. Next night I have another show there, another meet and greet. He's at the end of the line, gets there, and he goes, you know what, something told me to come back. I just needed to keep feeling like this, and I just felt like this is the only place that I could get that. Thank you. Hey man, my pleasure. I hope everything works out. Day 3 shows up again, and he's like, listen, so this is what's going on. I'm going to be having triple.
Day 3. So this is like back to back to back?
Day 3 shows up again, and he's like, listen, so this is what's going on. I'm going to be having triple or quadruple bypass surgery next week. I just don't know what's going to happen, and I just needed to get my mind cleared up. And listen, if I pull through, can I make you dinner? Like, what are you supposed to say to that? Like, dude, you pull through.
No.
If I live.
If I live.
That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. But it's a tough one, right? Because if homie is really going through something, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he didn't fabricate that story, you're gonna wanna like give him something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? So he goes into that surgery with a positive mind, you know what I'm saying? With a goal at the end, I have to be able to get through this so that I can link up with Gabriel Iglesias. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, if it's, you know what I'm saying? If it's bullshit, then you could be setting yourself up for something that's not gonna end up well. You feel me? It's a tough spot to be in, man. It's a tough spot to be in.
Say to that, like, dude, you pull through.
No.
If I live.
If I live.
And plus, it could help him live. You know, if he has something to look forward to.
Can you know, I make you dinner? And I'm like, yeah, dude, you sure, yeah.
Yeah, right. Because you're like,
I'm like,
he didn't want to though. He didn't want to, but he still agreed to it, man. I feel like in that type of situation, man, you gotta follow your gut, bro. If your instinct is telling you it's probably not a good idea, then it's probably not a good idea. You feel me? You gotta listen to your gut more often.
what am I gonna say? No, dude, drop dead. No. I mean, yeah, just get better, and you know. But I felt like I got put on the spot right there. So of course, guy pulls through, no problem, flying colors. A few weeks later, I'm over at the Comedy Magic Club doing the meet and greet outside, and he's walking up the sidewalk with bandages on his chest, with the oxygen machine thing, dragging it with him.
Fuck.
And he's barely breathing. He's like, I just want to let you know it's okay. And when you're ready for dinner, and I'm like, oh, go home. You got an oxygen tank.
Go home,
like,
right.
dude.
Right.
And he came back
here?
the next night again.
No.
And he's like, so tell me what you like to eat. And so I can,
fuck.
I'm like, whoa. Hey, dude, this is, you know.
You need to go recuperate,
You need to go
man.
recuperate. You shouldn't be out.
Yeah.
So
You want me to die?
he starts, you know, I start doing the round, you know, all the rounds at the club. They got the Breas, the Ontarios, the Irvines, and they're all within easy driving.
Working them out. Yeah.
And every one of those clubs he's showing up at still with a wound that's not healed, still with an oxygen.
That puts it all into question, right? Because if you're still taped up, oxygen tank and all of that, I'm pretty sure you'd want to stay home, bro. Like, and recuperate, like he said, right? Get better. This sounds super duper obsessive. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to somebody being obsessive like that, you gotta put your foot down, bro. You gotta put your foot down, because that's like feeding a stray cat. That cat is gonna keep on coming back because it's expecting to get that meal, that same behavior from you as you did before, just because you can't say no to them. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, bro, like as a YouTuber, I've experienced not something like this crazy, but I've had people like totally try to like invade my privacy. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a Facebook, but it's literally for friends and family, people that I know personally, people that know me personally. You know what I'm saying? I've had people find me on Facebook, send me a DM on Facebook, probably because they think that I'll respond to that rather than the social media that I do promote. People have gone as far as like, hey, you should ever thought about introducing your wife to the channel? Ever thought about doing videos with your wife? And it's like, bro, I've never even mentioned my wife. You know what I'm saying? So how did you come across that information? You know what I'm saying? And I've had to like let people know, like, yo, listen, chill, bro. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it on YouTube. Let's keep it how it's meant to be. Let's keep it like this. We don't need to extend it past that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say no, bro. Sometimes you gotta just like nip it then and there, because with people you just don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. Again, it's a tough spot, man. But for me personally, I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's keep going.
Tank, and I'm just like, hey man, can you get better? And it's getting uncomfortable, and I don't know what to tell the guy anymore. And then it gets to the point where he just started showing up at random places on the road. So now it's no longer just local. Now I'm in Santa Barbara. He's showing up in Santa Barbara. I'm in San Diego. He's showing up in San Diego. I'm like, dude, you know, for being all hurt, you travel well.
Yeah.
I wind up doing the whole thing where it's
man.
like, now you're back in town again. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
probably faking it if he keeps showing up, man. There's no way, bro. There's no way.
dude, you know, for being all hurt, you travel well.
Yeah.
I wind up doing the whole thing where it's like, now you're back in town again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've done the whole circuit and you're all the way back. You've done the circle. Now you're back at that same club again. And he shows up. And when I saw him, I said, hey, listen, before you say a word, how about you come back here tomorrow? I'll take you to go eat across the street. And you like barbecue? We'll go have some barbecue. And so, of course, I take him. I don't go alone. I take my crew because I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it. This guy's healed up now.
Right.
Who knows what he's capable
He
of?
sits down. He's like, I was never hurt.
We go, yeah, right?
All right, I know I keep pausing, man. But I literally have a lot to say with this one, man. This situation, I feel like it has the potential, right, to lead into, I'm drawing a blank, bro. Wow. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie, but it's about this like psychotic fan of this author, and I don't remember exactly how it played out. It's an old movie where this lady somehow, some way kidnaps her favorite author, like ties him to the bed or some shit, and like breaks his shins or something so that he can't run away, and like tries to take care of him or something like that. If y'all know what I'm talking about, sound off in the comments below. And leave the name of the movie too, because now that I think about it, I kind of want to watch it, bro. I kind of want to watch it. Hook me up, all right? Let's run it back. Let's get it.
Who knows what he's capable
He
of?
sits down. He's like, I was never hurt.
We go, yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
we go across the street and we're eating, and we're trying to interview the guy. We're trying to find out what's going on with him. Why is he just, the
Yeah.
way that he is? Come to find out, he used to stalk Bob Hope. Yeah, he's like,
He volunteers this?
Well, he doesn't I don't think he realized. He's like, you know what? We'd always be waiting for him at the back door, and he always remembered us. He's like, hey, it's you again, and we're like, yeah, it's us again. And I'm like, you were stalking Bob Hope?
Yeah.
And then he goes, they try to go watch Andrew Dice Clay, and I guess Andrew Dice Clay was like, he just didn't give a shit and cussed him out. And like, he was so rude, and I'm like, really? That's what it took?
He's like, Dice was a fucking asshole.
He was so rude. And
Fuck out of here.
So anyways, we have the dinner, and I go, listen, I'm glad you pulled through. You had your surgery, man. Way to go. You start taking better care of yourself. You're older.
How old a person are we talking about?
He's, man, at least no less than 65.
What?
Damn.
We wind up outside. We took some pictures, and I go and I give him a big hug, and I says, hey, so I'm glad we finally got to make this happen. So, again, I'm happy for you. And as I'm walking away, he grabs my shoulder and he goes, so listen, let me know when you're ready for me to cook that dinner for you.
Oh, for God's
hell
sake.
nah. See, at that point, bro, you got to man up. At that point, you got to man up, say your piece, you know what I'm saying, and cut it then and there, bro. Because now that's officially obsessive. You know what I mean? I already took time out of my day. I paid for your meal. You know what I'm saying? I spent time with you, and you still want to continue with this whole meal situation? Yo, it's not happening. It is not happening, bro. Like, it's mad obsessive, or if it's not obsessive, the old dude might have been looking for, you know what I'm saying, for a sugar baby. I'm gonna just throw that out there as a possibility. You know what I'm saying?
And he still shows up from time to time.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's kind of terrifying.
Oh my
And-
God.
And he cornered me one day, and he goes, I just want you to know, I don't come to your shows to watch your show. I come here to see you.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, if you weren't so old, you'd be like a real,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do?
But you have...
Wow.
And I never want to be rude. I never want to be mean, but man, it's just like,
No.
what are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to be rude and mean. Let me tell you, as a woman, someone that deflects creeper attention all the time. That's the one thing, if I could tell women listening, because that's what we have, this thing of women should always be polite and nice and you should never be rude. Fuck all that. If
I
you feel
agree.
like you're being threatened,
I agree.
be rude. That's why women get victimized all the time, because they're afraid
I
of
think she's
being
right.
rude. You're protecting yourself and your boundaries. It's okay to be a little rude. No.
Let me ask you
'cause
something.
He doesn't respect your boundaries.
White
No
guy?
way. 100%
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
guy.
So how about this? You go, hey, Cracker, next fucking time you show
Yeah.
up at one of my shows, I'm going to have the whole fucking power of Mexico behind me.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
You have a bodyguard?
You familiar with a little fella named Chapo? Huh?
Play the clip
Your
for
homies.
Sureño.
That's funny. But nah, to touch on what Christina said, bro, like that's valid. You know what I'm saying? Like she dropped facts right there. Because dudes be, bro, what? Dudes be, how can I say it, bro? Like, intrusive? I don't know if intrusive is the right word, but I'm gonna run with it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes be super duper intrusive, you know what I'm saying? Super brave. Like, hey, let me talk to you, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Giving off 100% creep vibes. And I feel like a lot of women would be afraid or are afraid to be rude and you know what I'm saying? And tell somebody to F off. I encourage my wife, man, and she does it already. Like, you gotta tell people to piss off, man. Like, because if you're worried about other people's feelings, man, you're just leaving that door open. You know what I'm saying? You're welcoming that type of energy every time you have that interaction if you react the nice way. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's a sick world we live in, bro, where you can't be too nice. You know what I mean?
Fucking G'd up this, they got
Yeah.
homie.
Bring these guys on
The
the road.
Syrian Sucio.
Yeah, this is that guy.
La Mara, loco.
Out of line.
Like,
Dude.
Yeah, look, when I go to the grocery store, sunglasses on, bro. I don't make eye contact. I mind my own No, bro.
I like that.
No.
Sunglasses on? I
Remember
like
that
that.
Silence of the Lambs movie? Remember Silence of the Lambs?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a
he
good
goes,
movie.
oh, he's pretending to have a cast on his arm. And he's like, can you help me put my couch in the truck?
Yeah.
And then she's afraid
Yeah.
to be rude. And she's like, yeah, I guess so. And you see her hesitate, like, I
That's
don't really
right.
want to help this guy.
Yep.
Go, Miley.
Yeah.
Check out the enemigas right there, homie.
That's
So-
how you get victimized.
Also,
No.
so let me tell
Be
you where it went
rude.
from there.
Wait, it goes
Oh,
further.
What?
It goes further. So,
My man said, they're like, but wait, there's more.
so then the guy finds out. You know, we all have comedy buddies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sometimes we crash their shows, and some of my openers, you know, I'd start promoting their shows on
Yeah.
my social media. And
Who's your homeboy with the
Alfred?
Alfred? Yeah.
So I go and I'd crash his show.
yeah.
And it became, you know, if he's out doing his show and I'm not doing nothing, I'm gonna go crash his gig. I don't care.
Yeah.
He found out that I would do that, and so
Oh,
now anytime I
shut-
promote any of my friends, so if I promote an Alfred gig or Ian Bag,
Oh,
Yeah, he
love
is the best.
bagels.
so I hit up Ian one night. He was at the
I don't know who neither of these people he mentioned are.
Comedy Magic, and he goes, "Hey, you want to come by?" I go, "Yeah, sure, man. I'd love to come by." And I put a thing online. Hey, check out my friend Ian Bag. He's gonna perform at the Comedy Magic Club, and the manager of the club calls me and he says, "Hey, guess who's here, front row center?" And I'm like,
Oh, wow.
no.
Fucking Roger.
You know, and I stayed home. I go, "Thanks for the heads up. Tell
Yeah.
Ian I'm sorry." So the guy starts stalking Ian. It
Oh,
starts coming
damn.
to Ian's still. So I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like that whole that Stephen King movie, The Thinner, like White
Yeah.
Man from Town. So I transferred the
energy on
transferred
him.
the energy. So now he stalks.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Now,
how come you're at every show?
real
Is he at every show?
Real quick. It sucks, man, because he put Gabriel in a situation where, like, you know what, I'm not even comfortable going anymore. So then at that point he's affecting his life. You know what I'm saying? Like this was something that he regularly does or did, where he would pull up to his boy's show and get on stage with him or whatever the case may be. But now with homie showing up, he's not even comfortable doing that. That's wild, bro. Yo, don't be afraid to tell people to F off, man. Sometimes it's necessary, bro, especially when it's something like this. You know what I mean?
Now he stalks.
Oh.
Oh, no.
How come you're at every show? Is he at every show? Oh.
But I bet you Bagels talk some shit. He's like, hey, Creeper,
I've seen you 15 times at my show.
here again.
That's a pretty decent Ian Bag.
Don't you have something else to do, sir?
He is so goddamn funny.
He's hysterical.
He is so
And he don't care
talented.
either. So you know if
Yeah.
you know,
He is so
if he gets that dinner invite, I'm pretty sure what Ian's gonna
He
say.
will also massacre that guy. He'll spend 25
Yes.
minutes, right?
Oh, wow.
If that guy ends up going to enough shows, Ian's just going to have a 20-minute bit on that
him.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so brilliant. We did South Africa.
What's
with
his name?
Ian
What's his name? Ian Bag? Is that correct?
Bag. And he would just make up stuff
Yeah.
on the spot. You know, remember when we talk about the Afghanistan guys with monkey beards?
Oh, yeah.
What did he say?
Because, like,
With
there's a
colored
thing about,
beard.
like, dyeing your beard. It's like a religious thing there, you know? And, like
What are you doing with your life?
Some people have that, and it's obviously, like, it's more common, like, in that whatever religious sect does that. He's like, you look like a fucking orangutan.
Yeah.
Look like an
Oh my
orangutan
God.
at the zoo. And people were like
Yes.
hysterical, but half like the backstage crew at the festival, they're like, "What's he doing?" I was like, "It's fucking this what he does." I mean, you know, they were like, they thought it would go south,
yeah.
but he would just rip, man. He would rip him.
And then we would be in the van with this guy and his girlfriend, and they were just canoodling all the time. And remember, Ian would be like, baby talk. Like, he would
baby
just
talk.
be like, baby talk,
Baby talk, baby talk.
annoying. Yeah. God, he was
baby
just,
talk.
he's just so natively funny.
He's
Yeah.
hysterical.
And he opens for
love
you?
Ian. No, I've taken him on the road with me before.
Yes.
But he's not an opener by any
No.
No.
means.
Fuck no.
You know, he was just a headliner that decided to
he's
freaking
good.
just go on the road with me.
So he's
Oh, he's
good.
a killer.
Oh, I told him one time, like, maybe
I'm gonna have to check him out, bro. They're speaking very highly of him. You know what I mean?
headliner that decided to freaking just go on the road with me.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a killer.
Oh, I told him one time, like, maybe during that festival, I want you to know that if it ever popped off for me, I would never take you to open
Never.
for me. Never. Like, it was like
Damn.
total destruction.
Why do you want to work that hard?
Yeah, I was like, fuck
Why
that,
do you
dude.
wanna work that hard?
He's like, why is that? I go, because of this shit, man.
So funny.
People falling in the aisles. I don't want to fucking follow you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. He's amazing. It's fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
just sitting with him.
I've never done South Africa,
Are we done as far as like the Stalker story goes?
and I want to
it's
go.
lovely.
well, now you
but-
got to go too, because the show's
It's
huge.
fantastic. It really is such a lovely place. We did Durban, Johannesburg. We didn't go to Cape Town,
Which was crazy.
which is terrible. We
Because
didn't have
everyone's
time.
like, you got to go to Cape. And
That's like the main city. to
supposed
go
to
that's
be
to.
the main.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. But Jayberg,
we loved
Durban,
it.
where else?
There was one more, wasn't
Yeah.
there? I can't remember now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
just
amazing.
beautiful, lovely people.
Are you wrapped on your season right now? Are you
No,
done?
we're on hiatus this week. We have we're halfway through, so we got 6 in. We need 6 more.
Wow.
Damn. And are you writing it too?
No, I
No,
stay
yeah.
in my lane.
Yeah.
I'm not
Smart
I'm
guy
not a
right
script
here.
writer. If anything, day of the show, I'll improvise if I think that I can take it a certain direction, especially once we have the scene in the can.
Yeah.
Once the scene is done and they're like, okay, this is an alt or this is for coverage.
Yeah.
Then I'll play. Then I'm like, all right, well, it's a free for all then now, and so I'll change up the
Yeah.
jokes.
But you have fun doing the show.
Yes. Thursdays are my days. During the week, that's the work. But when
Yeah.
there's a live audience there, then I can challenge the writing and be like, okay, if I don't think the joke's funny enough, then I'll go for it.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty dope.
I
That's
tried
pretty
that during the
dope.
week, and the writers will not laugh at anything but what they
Yeah.
write.
Right.
They're conditioned, and I'll
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
throw something in there, and they're just like, "Oh, really?
Not having
Okay,
it.
here we go."
Yeah. And they're like, but my joke's the shit. Yeah. Writers are totally like that.
Yeah.
So precious with their material.
Precious.
Dude, that is a wild story about the
I
fucking.
know.
And I know
Oh.
he's
He's listening to this for sure.
he's because I'm gonna promote this, and he's gonna watch.
You're like, soup. I made that soup.
But
You're like,
he throw no names out there, but he knows.
he knows.
He knows.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
wild, bro.
you just watched a highlight.
That's wild, man. Damn. Interesting video, bro. That was definitely something else. Damn, this video's 22 minutes long. My bad, y'all. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what is next from your mom's house, Tom, Christina, Gabriel. It don't matter. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what is next from either party. And I get to it ASAP. But yo, I'm going to end this video right here. If you made it to the very end, you're the real MVP, baby. No cap. If you enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, gang. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.